We'll just line, I'm lining it up by eye, but you as a youngster might want to be a bit more accurate. You might want to use a ruler and make some measurements when you do this. But I don't have time to do that right now, and also you as a youngster might like to pin and tack your seam as well, and backstitch at the start and the end of this seam, because this is going to make the corners of the base of your bag, and you're going to want them to be strong. You don't want things to fall out of your bag. So we're going to do the next corner in exactly, or the next edge rather, in exactly the same way. I'm just judging by eye again. Hopefully our bag will be symmetrical. Back stitch and needle up, foot up, cut the threads close to the cloth. And we've very, very nearly got the right shape now. Of course we've made our bag, or we are making our bag inside out. But what we need to do now to make this shell look the same as our lining is cut off this excess. So we just get the scissors and we chop that away, and we chop that away like that, and then we pull this bag right side out and pop the lining inside. Let's just get good corners on our base. Yeah, that looks good. So there's our structure, and a moment ago that was just a rectangle of denim. So the lining goes in that way round, so that in the end, got one here already done, in the end that's going to become a neat finish. Now if you look at our film, Youngsters Time to Do Bag Strap Making, you'll see how to make these. And so make a couple of handles, or indeed make one handle. It depends what look you want to your bag. You can make these as long or as short as you like, and you can put them wherever you like in your bag. But what you do is you decide where you want your handles to go. You line up your side seams with your lining and your shell, and you pin them together, and you tack them as well. So start with your side seams, tucking in those edges, and then when you've done your side seams it'll probably be easier to decide where to place your handles. So if we just pop that in like that and pin it, and I'm judging this by eye again because of time, but I'm sure if you want to do this yourself for a bag that you're making, if it's the first bag you've ever made, then you'll want to measure it to get it really accurate. And what you do is do obviously the same thing on the other side. You need to insert this handle into that seam there, pin it all the way round, lots of pins, and tack it. Alright, so here's a sample that has been tacked all the way round, and all I'm going to show you on this is how to then stitch this to make it secure. But let me just show you this, because this has been tacked all the way around the top as well. This bag started out as a rectangle of denim that measured 36 centimetres by 74 centimetres, and the denim's been appliqued, and the theme of this bag is a very sort of, got an Indian theme to it because of the colours and because of the elephants and because of the material in the lining. This bag has got a lot more structure than this one because the fabric's been interfaced as well with a heavy interfacing. So if you want your bag to have more structure, think about using a stiff material or using a heavy iron-on interfacing to give the material more structure. Also though, what I've inserted into the top seam are some ribbons to create a fastening on this bag, and the difference of course being that this has just got one long handle going from edge to edge or side to side on this bag rather than two straps. So we're going to finish this bag now. We're going to take the table off our machine. We're going to use the free arm on the machine, and we're just going to make the machine wear our bag. So we put the foot down, we put the needle down, and we're going to sew and back stitch a little bit around the top edge of the bag. And because I've tacked this edge, I can go quite fast. If I hadn't tacked this, I wouldn't be able to stitch this very quickly, and the pins would definitely get, well, in the way if I was just relying on the pinning. So really, for the top edge of your bag, definitely pin and tack it, and then you should manage to enclose the straps, the handles, and stitch around the top edge and get a nice line of top stitching, and also ensure that the lining is fixed to the shell of your bag all at the same time. So we'll cut those threads off, and then we have a bag made properly. Get rid of those threads too. And the only thing I need to do now, but probably haven't got time for in this film, is pull out all this tacking. So that wouldn't take long, and then we'll end up with, hopefully, a nice, let's just get some of these stitches out to show you what it looks like on one edge. Okay, we should end up with a nice looking bag.